Did you ever submit to Marvel Amazing Fantasy for them to take a look at?
Amazing Fantasy? You know what? A couple of months ago, I actually sent a couple of movies out to Wizard World Film Festival. Wizard is a comic book magazine. And two of the movies were accepted, but it's strange because Amazing Fantasy wasn't really one of them.
Really?
Which is kind of weird because
Which
that's
ones were accepted? Was Monochrome?
Monochrome Blue and World's End.
Oh wow!
So it's just
so they chose the one that wasn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, the one that's that was made to be the comic book movie. They didn't choose, so that was really interesting.
Oh, cool. Well, question for getting back first to Monochrome Blue, what inspired you to make that movie?
Basically, the events in the movie actually happened to me. You know, I was
it's autobiographical way.
Yeah. You know,
chasing after a girl there.
Yeah, fictional autobiography. But yeah, that happened. But I didn't make Monochrome Blue first. I actually made the first Monochrome, the one that you saw before, the lightsaber. Yeah. And a couple of years later, I was thinking, hey, why don't I go back to the original movie? And I learned a lot from the first movie, and what to do, what not to do, and just, do it again. And that's how I came up with my role.
Well, that's cool. What camera did you use to shoot it?
Canon GL2. Actually, a lot of people think we used film, but if you're knowledgeable about cameras, if you slow down enough, and if you use the proper shutter speed, then you can kind of fudge your way into thinking that you're filming. So, just a nice little trick.
Oh, cool. And how long did it take to edit each movie?
Oh, each movie. Let's see. Monochrome took a night.
Just one night.
One night.
One night, ladies and gentlemen. An achievement right here.
And it's the first movie I ever did, actually. So that was the first one. What happened was, we shot the movie spring break. It took a couple of days, but then I was in school at the time, so I didn't really do any of my schoolwork, none of my reports or whatnot. And then I find out that the festival, their deadline is tomorrow. So I call my friend Al and I call my friend George. And I'm like, dudes, you gotta do me a favor. You gotta keep me up for the whole night. So they're just in my house whipping me with towels. Like I have a pop gun, and they're like. They were very, very annoying, but they helped. And I was up for pretty much that whole night, and I just ended. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I finished it. And that was that.
And a question for the special effects that appear in the movies, what program did you use? What software?
Usually, if I want to do composite-based programs, then I usually stick to Adobe After Effects.
Adobe After Effects. All right. Is there any questions from the audience about any of the films?
Why did you choose Erica?
She was hot. What are you, gay?
Any other questions about personal relationships, girlfriends, relationship status? Feel free. Come on, man.
Next project.
What's your next project?
I'm actually writing this with my friend George. Now, between me and George, actually both of us have seen every episode of 24. So on our way to Six Flags, we were like, man, we really like a McGriddle, but it's like 10:15, and if you're ever on the New Jersey Turnpike, there are only Burger Kings. And we could have settled for a Burger King anytime we wanted to, but we wanted a McGriddle. So basically, we combined the two in that you have two guys who want a McGriddle, but they have to get it before 10:30 when breakfast ends. So our version is 24 minutes. So basically, it happens in real time in the 24th Checker Way, where these two guys are after McGriddle, and of course things have to get more complicated. The girlfriend comes and yada yada. And we actually have a Chloe Sullivan. No, Chloe Sullivan is from Smallville. Chloe O'Brien, yeah, and she's on the headset and giving them directions from MapQuest. Yeah, it'll be pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Carlos.